No matter where you look, high school outfielder Druw Jones is ranked the #1 player in the 2022 MLB Draft class.
Guy that, goes to 6 or 7 All-Star games.
What makes Druw the top prospect in the class is just the fact that he's got such an explosive and well-rounded game. There's no real obvious hole in his game.
Jones hit .570 with a 1.702 OPS in his senior season playing for Wesleyan High School in Atlanta and head coach Brian Krameyer.
Well, it was absolutely amazing. Certainly, he came with a pedigree and a reputation, but those stories didn't do justice to the actual player himself.
The son of Atlanta Brave great Druw Jones, for pretty much all of his life, Druw has been compared to his dad and had a camera in his face.
It's funny, if you were to ask Andrew, I'm sure Andrew would say that Druw is a much better ball player than what he was. They had two very different upbringings. Andrew coming out of Curacao and then Druw being here and raised in Atlanta and having the benefits, private coaching.
Druw, everything stands out about his game. I mean, he is eerily similar to his dad.
Like his 10-time Gold Glove winning dad, Drew's greatest strength is considered to be his defense.
Elite defender in center field. Obviously, his father was one of the best defensive center fielders of all time. Scouts really think that Druw has a chance to be a Gold Glove type center fielder as well.
He moves so gracefully in the outfield. You never think that he's putting forth 100% effort, because his body motions just don't show that he exerts that much, but he seems to always get to the ball.
While his defense is the part that jumps off the page, Coach Krameyer says he also sees parts of Druw Jones in Drew's approach at the plate.
Andrew said that for as many home runs as he hit, he never tried to hit a home run. He was always trying to hit the ball hard right back over the pitcher's head, and Druw does that. Drew's not necessarily going to try to hit the towering fly ball home run. He's trying to hit the rising line drive that just keeps carrying.
He's got track record of hitting, and he's got a body where he can project a lot more power and strength coming forward as well.
And when he hits the ball, it sounds different, it looks different, it follows a different trajectory off his bat.
A championship 1A private here at the Gwinnett Striper Stadium. It's a very nice field. It seemed like an MLB team could really play on this field. But we're out here. We're getting lit. Let's go!
He could be a perennial all-star. I think he's one of the few players in this class who routinely gets that kind of feedback.
This past season, Wesleyan High School claimed the state championship title, with Druw as their star and leader.
When your best player is also your best teammate, you really got something in that package. And he almost found more joy in his teammates' success than he did in his own.
And towards the end of the state championship title game, Druw made one of his signature defensive plays.
Off the bat, it was a towering shot. It was a drive that was deep in the center field. So he turned to his left and sprinted. No one thought that he'd be able to catch up to the ball, but he did within steps of the fence. And it was just very reminiscent of something that his dad would do. And it was also the moment where I said to myself that there's no doubt he's the #1 draft pick.
But what might have been even more impressive is what Druw did a couple days after the state championship game ended.
So I received phone calls and email requests from parents and people in the community if one of our high school players would have the time in the summer to work with their child, their son. And so I put it out to my team, and the first person to respond was Druw. Here's this guy who's getting ready for the draft in a mere matter of a month, and he's willing to give up his time to work with a 9-year-old on how to be a better baseball player.
Tim Leonard, MASN All Access.